Hello, my name is Peter. I want to tell you about my today's camping trip with my mom, my dad, and my dog, Bako. It was a wonderful adventure. On Saturday morning, I woke up early because I was too excited. Today we were going camping by the lake. Mom was in the kitchen, packing food. She made sandwiches, boiled some eggs, and packed fruits, cookies, and juice. Dad was in the garage, checking the tent, sleeping bags, and camping stove. I helped by carrying bottles of water and snacks to the car. Bako was running around the house. He barked and wagged his tail. It looked like he already knew we were going somewhere fun. I put his leash on, and he jumped happily into the car. When everything was ready, we drove off. The car was full of things, but also full of laughter. I looked out of the window and saw green fields, mountains, and cows grazing. Mom played some music, and we all sang along. Bako sat next to me, his nose against the window, enjoying the fresh air. After about 2 hours, we arrived at the lake. It was so beautiful. The water was shining like glass, and the mountains stood tall around it. Birds were flying, and the air was fresh and cool. First, we set up the tent. Dad showed me how to hold the poles, and I felt proud to help. Mom laid out the picnic blanket and unpacked the food. Then we had lunch by the water. I ate my sandwich while Bako begged for a piece. In the afternoon, Dad and I went fishing. I caught my first fish, but we let it go. Mom read a book while watching us, and Bako played with sticks and splashed in the shallow water. We laughed so much when he came back wet and shook water everywhere. Before dinner, we walked into the forest near the lake. The trees were tall, and I saw a squirrel and a rabbit. It felt like a magical place. When the sun went down, Dad lit a campfire. We roasted marshmallows and told funny stories. The fire was warm, and the stars were bright. That night, I fell asleep in the tent with Bako next to me. The next morning, I woke up early. The lake was calm, and the sky was pink and orange. Dad and I went for a short walk while Mom cooked breakfast on the camping stove. We ate eggs, bread, and warm tea. After breakfast, we took a boat ride on the lake. Dad rowed, Mom took pictures, and I held Bako carefully in the boat. The water was clear, and I could see little fish swimming below. It was so peaceful. Later, we played games near the tent. We flew a kite, played catch with Bako, and even built a small sand castle on the shore. I laughed so much that my stomach hurt. In the afternoon, we went swimming. The water was a little cold, but it felt good. I splashed Dad, and he splashed me back. Bako jumped in too, making big waves. Mom stayed on the shore, clapping and laughing. When the sun started to go down, it was time to pack up. I felt a little sad because I didn't want to leave. But Mom said, "We can come again next time." That made me smile. We put everything back in the car and looked at the lake one last time. I whispered, "Goodbye, lake. Thank you for 2 happy days." Bako barked as if he was saying goodbye too. On the way home, I was tired but happy. I leaned on Mom's shoulder, hugged Bako, and slowly fell asleep. That was my today's camping by the lake. I will never forget the fun, the laughter, the stars, and the time with Mom, Dad, and Bako. It was the best trip ever.